Hey YouTube, Doomus RC here, back with another video. This is mostly going to be a throwback video, because I have mostly, it's basically all these older Ertl, American Muscle 164 releases. Both for, like, in this series, a couple that are under Race Champions line, and that, Kmart, I assume Kmart exclusive Route 66 original toy company release, the get your kick stuff. Few videos back you saw some regular Racing Champions castings I did on that. But anyway, but we got one newer one on here because I have no other video to fit it in, and I need to get this open because we are doing Lammy Awards, and I need to get pictures of this thing here. I finally got it in the mail, the new Kaido house. 510 wagon, the Safari version, the 4x4. I like the red one more than the red, white, and blue one. So I picked this one up to feature for that because I absolutely love the idea of this car. So we will see. I just got this. We'll see if it is a chase or not. And if it is, then I gotta get the regular one. But we will just go ahead and open it and see what we get. And alright, we got the regular one, which works out for me. Means I don't have to get another one. Alright, so we got that. You got your surfboards in the bottom there. I'm gonna leave them in the box for now. And here is the Safari 510 wagon. Now, we actually got some chassis detail on this one. As far as Kaido House stuff is concerned, I think this is the first one I had. Well, no, because I opened up Silverado an episode or two ago, and the R34. But this came out before those, so I think this is the first one, the first Kaido House with some actual chassis detail instead of it just being that the whole plate like that. So I want to say that it's basically just like the body is the exact same as the other, as the normal 510 wagon that we've seen before, but just with a modified lifted base for this use. I know a lot of people were probably a little hit or miss on this one, but if watching some of my videos, I'm sure you realized I really love these. I really love off-road vehicles as far like in the scale, and this one is no exception. So this thing, I love this car. Is going to make it making my top 10 of 2023 for sure. And yeah, I needed to get, like I said, I needed to get it open. This is probably the quickest way for me to open it and all that. So, yeah. I will, when I do pictures of it, I will have the surfboards on it. I'm not taking them out right now. Alright, so anyway, that's that for the Lone Kaido House. We will go into all these Ertl American Muscle 164 cars. I got these loose ones very recently from kind of like my honey hole antique shop. And yeah, so with I've kind of pointed out with the more recent Racing Champions releases using the cars, but what we had, like, we got a lot of inserted details. You can see the headlights here, like some inserted pieces for the headlights themselves. Sometimes the taillights also have inserted pieces. This one for this old Plymouth Fury indeed does. You got the mirror pieces, you got your opening hood, the detailed engine. You have an opening trunk, sometimes with a spare, sometimes just with other details in there. And then on the bases, you can see some of these have separate pieces for some of the axles and stuff like that. You got the exhaust has a separate piece. This the gas tank is actually covering, I believe, the screw that holds everything together here. I think up here it's just like an inserted tab that holds it together. So these old Ertl cars, these are awesome to collect. Like I said, there's a lot of detail with these. If you can find them for a decent price, definitely pick them up. They are very nice toolings. So this is a 58 Fear. I believe this was a normal Ertl version, Ertl release, just it was loose. I picked it up. Next up, we got 65 GTO. As you can see, the different pieces on the bottom here, that's all separate pieces. On the more recent Champions releases, everything is like they're all separate, still separate pieces, but they're all like just one color. Yeah, so even 20 years ago, they still have some QC issues. You can see the line is not straight on there. Next one, the GTO doesn't have mirrors. I think, let's see, what are the ones? The Camaro does. 58 Impala doesn't? Okay, there's a few other, oh, the Starliner has them, so, yeah. Anyway. Here we go with the GTO in black. This was an Ertl release, as is. There is a little assembly issue, but it looks like it's just not snapped in place more than it. Yeah, I might try and mess that later, but yeah. So we got your opening trunk. Open. There we go. You got a suitcase back there. And the interior, you can see the steering wheel. Maybe you can see it. There we go. Steering wheel is a different color, the red interior, but the steering wheel is brown. It's assumed to be like the wood grain with black dashboard. That's a GTO. Next up, 71 Dodge Charger. This one, this bag's on my way. So see the Ertl castings, separate pieces on the base here. Now this one did get used as a Johnny Lightning. It was one of the Ertl castings that ended up getting retooled to be used as a Johnny Lightning. With a metal base, no separate pieces. It's all integrated into one, and you still see the spin post here where the gas tank is. So this one, you got your mirror piece and your engine. What do we got under there? What do we got under there? 440? I assume 440 Magnum. I assume it's marked as a 440 Magnum. So that is a 71 GTO, or GTO, Jesus, Charger. It's late on Thanksgiving, I'm tired. There's that. And we got a couple Mustangs, 69 Mach 1s. I actually had a carded one of the, I picked this up, forgetting I had a carded one, so we'll do something else with the carded release. Got this one, the 69 Mustang in a cream color. And then on a prior video, I showed that I had got one of these, but the hood snapped off. So I now have one that's not messed up. So there is that Mustang. All right, so now we'll go ahead and get into everything that is still carded. First up, we got a 70 Camaro Z28 in this powder blue. A lot of this plastic is yellowed, so hopefully a lot of these will come undone fairly easily. We'll find out. There. There we go. And there's our car. Base. All right. There is 70 Camaro, opening trunk with suitcase on the back. Detail. Oh, that fell out. I can fix that. I just need some Loctite super glue. That will go back on nicely once I get some. Tomorrow is Black Friday, at least as far as when I'm filming this. So I'll go, I just gotta get some, so I'll probably end up heading out later tomorrow afternoon when all the crowds die down. But I got other cars from prior videos that I need to fix. Alright. Anyway. So that I'll fix later. Now we got our opening hood. Alright, set that to the side there. Next up, we got Camaro in red. Come on. Maybe. Oh, all right. Anyway. There we go. Get that out of the package. Roll that off. And the stands. I'm going to save those cards later, but not right now. So here is the 70 Camaro. Or the red one, I should just say. So there are a lot of gaps in these. That doesn't want to close. So I know I said that the quality on these, the quality is usually like okay, but I mean there are a lot of parts, a lot of parts. I can't talk tonight. A lot of parts for, I don't know how much these were when new. I don't think they were super expensive. I want to say they were maybe $5. And these came out probably around, let's see, this 58 Impala here, we got copyright 2000. So 23 years ago. Still though, I think they look pretty good. All right, next up, 58 Impala, kind of this teal color. That card in there for now. Stand aside. And here's 58 Impala. You got your spare tire in the back there. Your separate pieces on the base here. Inserted headlights. Taillights on this one are just painted on. So, there we go. And there we go. Now, like this one, with the Camaro here, you got like the side separation here to have the separate part for the bumper. You don't have that with this one, so this one looks very sharp. Although the trunk doesn't want to close. All right, next up, 300C, 1957. This one I don't care. The base is all busted up, so I'm just gonna throw this all out together. All right. Anyway, nothing here. All right. So no mirrors on this one. We got our dual intake engine there, inserted headlights, sell the separate pieces here, trunk with your spare tire. Hey, that one actually closes. And that's that. This is the only version of the 300C I have so far. I do definitely need to get a few more. I know there's a green one I got sitting in my cart at the moment. I gotta pick that up with a couple other cars that I have saved from that seller. But anyway, we got inserted taillights on this one. Yeah, and just good looking car. Alright, next up, 1960 Ford Starliner. Now, this one, I think if I remember correctly, got released as a Racing Champions over the last few years, somewhere over the last few years. Very similar colorway as this one. There. Anyway, so nothing in the trunk on this one. Just painted taillights on here. But we got our inserted mirrors, opening hood with the engine, and all the same details on the base. All right, next up, 69 Dodge Daytona in yellow. So I've opened up a few of these before, Racing Champions releases and all that. Take that little insert out. Save that though. So you got your spare tire in the trunk. Close the trunk. And yeah. Opening hood, engine, all that. So, good car. All right, next up. Another 65 GTO, this one maroon. Okay. So, pull the stand out to the garbage. And here, the GTO. Alright, now this one's a well, maybe not. Yeah, this one's the opposite issue. It's got the other side is not snapping in real well. But, still, all the same as the black one. Alright, next up, another 69 Mustang. This one in teal. Emma. There we go. And there we go. All right. And here's the teal Mustang. So these all marked, yeah, these are all marked as Mach 1s. So, excuse me, I don't know if they did any as a 302. I don't think they've used it, I think once on Race Champions of late. So, and that was a Mach 1. It's actually very similar to this one. Yeah. Let's just painted taillights. And actually, oh, this just has this is one of the few that I think has, it's just painted headlights too. I look at it a little closer. So, yeah. All right, next up, go over here later. Next up, off to the Route 66 original toy company. These were, I believe, these were pretty much Kmart. See, made for Kmart Corporation. Basically, just it was. These were this whole series is just a bunch of Race of Champions stuff, and also using Ertl. Alright. Let's see those. Here. Just, there you go. Pop that out. Save these end pieces. I can use those. Base there. And our 58 Plymouth Fury in black. So, just like the other one, you got your spare tire, inserted taillights, inserted headlights, all your separate pieces. So, unfortunately, a little blemish there on the window trim, as you can see. A little black, a little bit of paint's gone there, but that's alright. And actually, oh, that's neat. So, the black one has fender skirts. The champagne color one does not. That's kind of cool. I didn't even realize that. Neat little touch. That's cool. Alright, next up. 62 Pontiac Catalina. Welcome to Missouri. Oh yeah, so this one, welcome to Illinois for the Fury. That over there. Let's see, plastic piece, pull that out. Card there. Those. And now our, close that, and Pontiac Catalina with our opening trunk with the suitcase. Yeah. One thing I really like about this one, it feels like it's just got that, it's probably just the way they had to do the casting, but it's got like a raised design, almost like it was the super stock ones. So there is the engine. So yeah. All right, next up, what they call them? Chase car 64 Thunderbolt. As you can see, it's in chrome. So there were normal, what do you call it? Ertl releases that were not chrome. I just don't have them yet. These are, welcome to Tulsa. That. There will be fingerprints all over it. So this is another casting. So some of these Ertl castings ended up getting used for Giant Lightning, as I mentioned, because where is it? The 61 or 71 Charger was one of them. This Thunderbolt was another. I know the 61 Impala was one. I'm sure there's another. I don't know which one. I don't know what. Yeah. Shiny. Alright, next up, we'll go over here. We got the St. Louis, welcome to St. Louis, Missouri, 69 Daytona in green. There, and here we go. So, I'm just say about this one, just in green. This one, so if you wanted to get one of these, honestly, this one is very common. So you could easily pick one of these up pretty cheap, I will say. This probably for everything on this table, this is the easiest one to get one. If you just want to check out what these Ertl castings are like in hand. I imagine you should be able to find one of these pretty cheap. Yeah. So that's the green Daytona, and now the blue Daytona, you're entering Kansas. This one was a pain in the ass to get. Like where I said, that green one, very common. These blue ones don't pop up much at all. They usually aren't that expensive, but they just don't, they're not around. They seemingly are the much harder one to get. Just because I'm guessing they just, actually, where is that? It was this card. Was it? Or was it this one? Nope, not that one. Alright. Anyway. Sorry. Yeah, this one in blue, like I said, it's a later one, so you don't get, like, this earlier one had, you get some different colors, paint and all that. This one just plain black on the base. Didn't know that. But you still got the interior, the steering wheel is different. It's done up differently than the interior, and actually now I see the center console. I don't know if it's a sticker or paint, but center console actually has some. I can't. Can you see it? I kind of see it this way from here. See the center console there's got some brown on it. So I don't know if it's paint or a sticker, but something. But yeah. So yeah. Like I mentioned, this green one, pretty common to get, pretty common to find, pretty easy to get. Blue one, not so much. All right, and the last couple here, we got these released as Racing Champions versions. The 69 Motion Performance Chevelle. Garbage there. So I've opened up one or two of these before, obviously not this version, but releases of this car, because Racing Champions Mint used one recently, and this actually has some texture on the roof here to simulate the vinyl roof. So that's neat. That's pretty cool. And then separate mirror piece there, and just paint for the rear tail lights, but you got your inserted headlights here. Oh, okay. Anyway, I had a message notification, so yeah. All right, and lastly, Gone in 60 Seconds, 71 Charger. These were what, 2001? Yeah. So these are all over 20 years old. Because these Route 66 stuff here. If I can maybe find a copyright year on it. Apparently not. All right, it's under RC2, so it's a little later in the decade. So those probably aren't quite 20 years old, but. And here, and the oily substance that we find on these things every once in a while. And 71 Charger. So, just a little compare and contrast, because why not? I got them here. So, and as Johnny Lightning's, we have seen it released both with and without the rear spoiler on that. The 2-pack, the Class of 71 2-packs had the rear spoiler, but the solo ones I have in blue and purple do not. And as it is, that will do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Have a good one.